Friday. It is President's Day week. Many kids have the days off from school. Maybe you've got Monday off. I'm Trisha Swenson. We're going to give you all the details on what you can do this week on your weekday edition of Vail Valley Live, which starts right now. Good morning, everyone. I'm Trisha Swenson with Vail Valley Live, and we are here in Beaver Creek on Monday morning, giving you your weekday edition of Vail Valley Live, so you can plan your week and find out what's going on. We had a very busy weekend, a holiday weekend over at, wow, I was skiing Vail on Saturday. I skied Beaver Creek yesterday, and it was just gorgeous out there. We got some fresh snow over the weekend, and we might have some new snow coming in later on this week. But let's get to the weather right now and let you know what's happening and how you can plan kind of for your week. So a little chilly this morning, but we are seeing the sun coming up a little bit earlier. The daylight hours are getting longer at this time of year. Make sure you wear the sunscreen because you're going to need it. Even on the cloudy days, you're going to need the sunscreen. But weather-wise, you can expect, our temperatures to be still chilly in the morning, but we're going to be in the 40s for you later on Monday. So it is going to be a bit of a warm one, more spring-like today than what we saw kind of over the weekend. But temperature-wise in the evenings, dropping down into the 20s again, into the teens overnight, but 40s for the next couple of days for your Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we'll get into the 30s for Thursday and Friday, and then we'll see plenty of sunshine on your Friday as we end the week out. But overnight, once again, anywhere from the 20s, low 20s, into the teens. And this weather was brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, elevated savings. You can find discounts there all throughout the season, any day of the week. But let's take it over to Peggy Ziegler right now. She's going to give you some ideas on how you can save at some of their stores.
Hi, I'm Peggy Ziegler, fashion guru and stylist for the outlets at Silverthorne. I'm here today at the most amazing store, the Coach Outlet. Wow, only at the outlets at Silverthorne. First, I have to share with you my collectible bear. Oh yeah, this is one thing in life, it's like gold. It only goes up in price. You only get more in price if you ever were to sell it, but I don't know who would ever sell that cute thing. But anyway, these are 50 to 70% off every day, and sometimes they even go even more. So let's take a look at some of these amazing fashions we have. First, there's Rachel. And Rachel is really doing it right. She has that adorable Coach scarf, love it, with the pink and cream, that amazing metallic bag. Metallics are so hot and in for the season. And then she also has her Coach, of course, t-shirt on underneath, and she is so ready to go. She looks great and she feels great, and she's gonna be 50 to 70% off at the Coach Outlet. Thanks, Rachel. We have Nikita. So she is really warm. I don't think anyone does scarves any better than the Coach Outlet. So here's Nikita in her amazing pink and tan fun cream scarf that she's got wrapped around, her bubble coat, which is super duper warm, her hoodie, love it. She also has, look at these shoes that are like OMGs. The sneakers are amazing. Pulling the whole outfit together, including that t-shirt, all from the Coach Outlet and that cute little bucket bag. Thanks, Nikita. All right, Liv, it's all about you. So Liv also has on metallics. She has that metallic, adorable hat on. She has the matching scarf. If that weren't enough, her amazing gloves, which she can text and call anyone she wants with those gloves. And look at that bag. Whoa, it's got the metallic fun gold chain on it. So, so, so cute. And the shoes, to die for. They have the gold little chain detailing as well. Again, 50 to 70% off. You can't go wrong. Looking great, Liv. And look at the jacket, OMG. Okay, Olivia, here we go with your fun little 3/4 trench. This is indicative of who Coach is. They have the fun detailing inside the collar. She's got her amazing tangerine fun scarf on. And then look at that fun little bag. That is the mini Dempsey bag. And then Coach makes the best sunglasses ever. So she's got her tortoiseshell shades on, which will last her a lifetime. Looks great. Again, 50 to 70% off. Only at the Coach outlet at Silverthorne. Thank you. Okay, Emily, you are looking amazing. This is one of our favorites. Coach has the pocket scarf. So not only does it have these great, fun, big pockets, but it's also reversible, 100% reversible. And then she has that fun little t-shirt on, that pink fun bag on that she can wear also as a shoulder bag. And look at the logoed fun boots. Looks great, Emily. And Nathan, let's not forget, guys, they have wonderful things in there. I love his man pack on the front. I love it with the black detailing. He also has the amazing sweatshirt. Anyone would be proud to wear that. Wow, with the kangaroo pockets in front. And then his fabulous sneaker shoes. Again, all from the Coach outlet, all from the outlets at Silverthorne. Come on back, everybody, for a last look right in front of the Coach store at the outlets at Silverthorne, where you can find yourself the most fantastic things every day. See you soon.
We believe in the power of a live performance. We believe in making memories together. Join us as we celebrate making moments that last a lifetime. Bringing concerts, comedy, Broadway, classical, dance, and family entertainment in the heart of the Rocky Mountains in Beaver Creek Village. View the full lineup and get tickets today at villarpack.org.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. Time now to take a look at what made headlines in the Vail Daily. And a great way to keep in touch with what's going on in the Vail Valley, even when you're not here, is to go to vaildaily.com. And top story today, new snow and lively crowds make for a fun President's Day weekend. So you can find out all about that. You can get news about prep sports. We'll also tell you about any new businesses that open up and, of course, sports news. So you can find it all by going to vaildaily.com. Sign up for their newsletters. You can either sign up for their entertainment newsletter, sports newsletter, news newsletter, and we can get you all dialed in. And they've got a great entertainment calendar as well. If you go to the entertainment section, the events calendar will give you details on all sorts of things that are happening throughout your week. But we're going to tell you about that right now. In fact, we've got the Town of Vail Art Series. So on February 20th, we will have from 4 to 5:30 p.m. We're going to have some things going on over at the Vail Public Library. And for just $25, you can team up with the Alpine Art Center. And they are excited to offer great art programs for a discounted price of just $25 per person. Come and create your own version of this Ski Vail canvas painting so you can test your art skills, and you don't even have to be a true artist. You can just have fun and do this. So the next one is going to be, once again, at February 20th, and that is going to be from 4 until 5:30 p.m. over at the Vail Public Library. And then we also have your guided snowshoe tours. I was talking to a couple that were riding the gondola up to Vail out of Lion's Head, and they were going to go on a snowshoe tour instead of skiing that day. So if you want to mix it up, we've got a lot of things going on, and this is going to be brought to you by the Betty Ford Alpine Gardens. And they are doing guided snowshoe tours throughout the week, and it's you can head on over, go to their website, get signed up, and the groups are only limited to about 10 people. So it's a real intimate experience. And they're going to be talking about the tree trails going on. So check this out. They have them throughout the week. So you can just go to Betty Ford Alpine Gardens, their website, and then they will give you the details on what time to be there and what you need to do. And then we've got the Winter Wednesday Art Walks happening as well. So those have started up. and it's going to be the first and third Wednesdays of each month, all the way through early April. And this is a free tour with your Art and Public Places coordinator, Molly Eppard, and she's going to give you details on all the fun things to see in Vail. And even if you're local and lived here a long time, you might not know the history behind, well, the statue that's on the screen right now, the 10th Mountain Division. So it's really cool if you can find out just a little bit more about that. So the first and third Wednesdays of the month are those free art walks. And then we've got the Through the Lens speaker series happening, and this is with the Colorado Snow Sports Museum. And we've got a couple going on this week, including Wednesday. The Vail Avalanche Dogs are going to be on hand at the Colorado Snow Sports Museum, and they're going to be doing a little bit of a whiskey tasting as well. So we've got all this going on. So that'll be Wednesday for you. Then on Friday, Camp Hill is going to be the topic, and this is going to be with Flint Whitlock and Eric Miller, and they are the authors of 10th Mountain Division at Camp Hill, Images of America. So if you want to know what's going on with the Camp Hill, the history of it, we've got the Legacy Weekend this weekend, and this is going to be all part of that. You can check that out. That's on Friday. So go to Colorado Snow Sports Museum's website to get some more ideas on what's happening there. And then a little bit of comedy happening for you as well. The Vail Comedy Show moves to the Sebastian on Thursday, and this is going to be at 8 o'clock, and Eddie Ift is going to be the comedian. He's been on Stephen Colbert, he's been on Conan, he's been on Comedy Central, all sorts of places. So get tickets for this. Should be a really fun show, and that'll be once again on Thursday, February 22nd, in the Gambit, which is the new bar at the Sebastian. So check that out. And then at Chasing Rabbits, a couple of weekly happenings going on. They've got their bingo night on Monday. They've got their karaoke on Tuesday. And they've got a very fun casino night happening on Monday as well. So that is going to be 7 to 9, or 7 to 10 over at Chasing Rabbits. So a little roulette, a little blackjack, all that going on over at Chasing Rabbits for you. And then Jazz at the Moon Rabbit will be going on February 22nd. So this Thursday, you'll have that to look forward to. And then plenty of dance music going on all throughout the week. Check out Chasing Rabbit's website for more details. And then live music, of course, Red Line will have their opera ski music. King's Club Lounge will have their music Wednesdays at the Saloon down in Minturn. Ritz-Carlton, Bachelor Gulch. All those places have nightly music. So it's just great to be able to sit back after you've been out on the slopes and just enjoy some of the tunes here in the Vail Valley. But right now, we're going to catch up with Chris Davenport. He's out of Aspen, but he travels all over the world and goes on several adventures. So he's going to let us know what's going on Outside Television.
I'm Chris Davenport. I'm a professional skier, ski guide, adventurer. Spend my life really traveling around the world, taking people on cool adventures, but I live right here in Snowmass, Colorado with my family. We have about 300 sunny days a year. When we do have storms, they can be pretty intense, and because of that, we've got great skiing, great snow. But in general, it's fairly nice weather. So I also love other outdoor sports, cycling, climbing, running, you name it. The weather here affords us a lot of opportunity to be outside. The Aspen Snowmass area is sort of magnetic. Out of college, I moved here wanting to ski, and I was able to develop a career as a professional skier, and it's been a 25-year adventure. Myself and two of my ski partners were the first people to ski the 100 highest mountains in Colorado. We call those the Centennial Peaks, and it's 100 mountains over 13,800 feet. And to do that, we had to access all of these really remote areas because these mountains do not lie right next to highways or right above towns. You really actually have to go out and kind of find them. And because of that, I've seen a lot of Colorado that other people haven't seen. So I met my wife here in Aspen, and she's a ski patroller, so she keeps people safe on the mountain for a living. We met skiing, and we fell in love because we both love skiing. We've been married over 20 years now, which is awesome, and we have 3 boys, all of them who ski. But the thing that she and I really share is our passion for the outdoors. We love being in the mountains together, and we've really enjoyed bringing our kids up to be smart and safe backcountry enthusiasts. I think that the biggest accomplishment I've had is that I've been able to raise a family and continue to do all the things that I do, to continue to travel 150 or 200 days a year all over the world. I'm pretty proud of the fact that I'm still sitting here because a lot of my friends aren't anymore, you know, they're gone. And what I do is pretty dangerous. I'm a professional risk manager. I'm out there looking at risk every single day and figuring out how I can stay alive. So I'm proud of the fact that I've done that, and I'm still a father and a husband, and it's very, very important to me that I continue to do that. My big goal is to try to make it to 80 or 90 years old, you know, where kind of life is behind me and I'm just coasting and having a good time with my grandkids or whatever, and I'm like, I won, I did it. People will ask me, Chris, you know, what did it take to become a pro skier? Well, of course, hard work, commitment, thousands and thousands of hours of training, but I didn't really choose this career. It sort of chose me. You know, I just followed my path, I just followed my passion, I just worked hard at the things that were in front of me, and all of a sudden I sort of ended up doing what I'm doing, and now 25, 30 years later, here I am. I think the foundation for anyone in life is you got to have passion. If you're not passionate about something, you're not going to have any direction, you're not going to have motivation, you're not going to have drive, and you're going to end up living with status quo. But if you have passion and it motivates you to get out of bed every day and you're fired up, you're going to live outside the box, and it's going to take you in places you never imagined it would take you. You're going to do things you never imagined because you're simply following the love of something. And for me, it was skiing in the mountains. You never ever take it for granted. Well, people often ask me, do you have an off season? Do you take a break? And the answer really is no, because I'm either on snow year round, North America, South America, or in those in-between times, I'm training. So I like to think of myself as pretty much a 24-hour athlete. When I'm not out there training, I'm actively recovering. When I'm not eating, I'm digesting. I'm constantly doing something that revolves around being a pro athlete. I like to think of being an athlete as just a mindset. It's the way you think of your life, the way you think of your everyday, the way you think of your health and wellness and well-being, constantly doing things that are gonna make you more fit. I mean, when I go pick up the groceries, I either time myself how fast I can get there, or I check out how many steps it takes me to get there. I'm just constantly in that mindset of being an athlete. Honestly, I just like getting out there and having fun. I never like training if I'm not having a good time. I've spent probably 1,000 hours, or maybe more, of my life in a gym, and it's not always that fun. But you know what? When I'm outside in the mountains, either on my bike or hiking or running or climbing or skiing, I've always got a smile on my face. That's fun. That to me is training. What else is there? It's a tough question. I've been very fortunate in my life and my career, and to be totally honest, I've accomplished way more than I ever imagined. But with that said, as any human accomplishes great things, they constantly raise the bar for themselves. And I remember 4 years ago, I guided a climb up Mount Everest, and we skied down part of the mountain. And I got back from that trip and people were like, oh my God, you climbed and skied Everest. That's the biggest thing you could ever do. What could be bigger than that? Well, that's not the way we really think about it. It's not doing bigger or better. It's finding things that are challenging and interesting for you, and really that follow your passion. So there's a million other things for me to do out there in the mountains. I was just writing down some ideas for the coming year in a notebook of projects that I'd like to do, places that I'd like to go. I mean, the world's increasingly small if we look at social media and kind of the interconnectivity of the world, but the mountains aren't like that. They're still huge, and I'm constantly going to be exploring them.
We are excited for the 37th annual Bravo Vail Music Festival coming this summer. Here to tell us more about it, we have Caitlin Murray. She's their executive director, and exciting things happening. We kick off June 20th, go all the way through August 1st. Let's talk about the first group that you're very excited to host.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me back. We are thrilled. This season, we are proud to present the first ever orchestra hailing from Latin America that will be joining us at the Bravo Vail Music Festival. So this is Sinfónica de Minería, based in Mexico City. a phenomenal orchestra. Their music director, Carlos Miguel Prieto, has conducted all over the world. He was actually named Musical America's Conductor of the Year in 2019. Charismatic, phenomenal musician, and I think the level of joy and exuberance that these musicians bring to their music making is something that our audiences are really going to be able to enjoy. They will kick off our season at the Ford Amphitheater, so 3 concerts there, starting with all Beethoven. You know, your classics, exactly what we want to hear at the amphitheater. And then moving into a little more varied programming with some Spanish and Latin American influences. We're going to have Pacho Flores with them, who's probably the greatest living trumpet player in the world, a cuatro player, a flamenco dancer. So there'll be some Latin American influence and just adding to the variety that we can put on the stage and introduce our audiences to.
Yeah. And then after that, of course, we're bringing in Dallas Symphony Orchestra.
Yes, Dallas Symphony returns to Bravo Vail, always a highlight of our season. And we actually have their music director, Fabio Luisi, here conducting 4 of their concerts this year.
Okay.
So he'll do a number of classical programs, starting their residency with Daniil Trifonov, who is just a superstar pianist. We've had him here at the festival before, probably one of the most in-demand performers of his generation. So he'll start off their residency. We have a number of concerts, including a Pops concert with Fabio Luisi, and then of course the one and only Jeff Tyzik, and he's doing Songs of Nashville this year. So like everything from Dolly Parton to Tim McGraw with the orchestra behind him.
Okay, so that'll be the second one, and then the third group, the Philadelphia Orchestra. So tell us about what they're going to be bringing.
Yes, so this is very, very special. First, something a little unique this year. The Philadelphia Orchestra will actually be the ones performing at the Patriotic Concert.
Oh, yes.
Which is
That's
really
amazing.
exciting and kind of a change of pace. Jeff Tyzik will still conduct that, so it'll be the beloved program that people know and love, but a little bit different than what it's been in the past. Then Marin Alsop comes. Marin Alsop was just named the Philadelphia Orchestra's principal guest conductor. She's phenomenal, just an incredible woman in classical music. So she'll be with us for 2 performances, and then the return of opera to Bravo Vail's stage.
This is so exciting. So in the past, we've had Tosca.
Yes.
But now we're bringing
La Boheme, another Puccini opera, so all the drama, the tragedy, the beautiful music, it's going to be incredible. This will be a staged opera in the Ford Amphitheater, so we have all kinds of exciting surprises, I think, for the audience. It is very popular already, and tickets are selling very quickly. We have an all-star cast, right? Yannick Nézet-Séguin, music director at the Metropolitan Orchestra, at the Metropolitan Opera, picked the cast. It's not to be missed.
And we've got 2 nights of this.
2 nights, the 10th and 12th, with a phenomenal July, with a phenomenal concert by the Philadelphia Orchestra on the night in between, so you can kind of take a breather. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yes. I mean, get your tickets for this in advance. Even if you don't know if you can go, just get them. Just because this is a hot ticket.
Absolutely. And if you don't know if you like opera, or even if you think you don't like opera, I can't tell you how many people came up to us after Tosca in 2019 and said, "I had no idea. I thought I hated opera. I didn't." And subtitles for everything, so we'll understand what's being said and sung. And it's a really special experience getting to see an opera of that caliber right here in our beautiful venue.
Okay. And then what's after that?
The New York Philharmonic, of course.
Of course.
You
We
could
love
not go
New York.
wrong. Exactly. And we actually have the honor, a very distinct honor, Jaap van Zweden, their music director, who had been coming to Bravo Vail for many years previously with the Dallas Symphony. He is finishing his tenure this year with the New York Phil. And his absolute final concerts as their music director will be right here in Vail.
Oh, wow.
So it's
That's
very
special.
Yes, it's very special. There'll be momentous, incredible programs, and then some really fun stuff too. We have a Broadway evening with the New York Phil, and it's just, as always, that's going to be one of the real highlights of our season.
Okay, yeah. So that's the big picture things. Now we also have your chamber music series.
course.
Tell us who's going to be coming for that.
And I always like to remind people, you know, you think of Bravo Vail and you think of the New York Philharmonic at the amphitheater, but we really began as a chamber music festival. And chamber music is so intimate, it's so special. I really encourage people to check it out. We're going to do 2 of those concerts at the Donovan Pavilion and 2 of them at the Villar Center, so you can kind of pick and choose. Daniil Trifonov, who I mentioned earlier, is going to do our first chamber music concert. That's incredible to have the chance to see an artist like that at the Donovan Pavilion. He's going to be with Sergei Babian, who's a world-famous pianist in his own right and happened to be Daniil's teacher.
Wow.
So those two on stage, very powerful. We have a program with Anne-Marie McDermott and Paul Huang, which is absolutely phenomenal. We've got a program with the Dali String Quartet, with the New York Philharmonic String Quartet and the pianist Igor Levitt. It's just a phenomenal series through and through, and there's 4 of those throughout our season.
Okay, yep, and once again, Donovan Pavilion for that, and the Valar for that. And then the immersive experiences. This is what I really like, because sometimes this can be, if you're not familiar with certain music, it can be a little intimidating. This helps you learn about it and really gain an affinity for the composers and where they were at when they were writing their music.
That's such a good description. That's better than I could describe this. So the concept of this series is a deep dive into the work of one composer. And we've kind of played on that theme a little bit over the years. So we did all of Bartók's string quartets. We did one that was kind of dedicated to the love triangle of Brahms and the Schumanns. So this is looking at the last year of Schubert's life. Prolific composer, passed away sadly at the age of 31, and it's been said by many that the last year of his life was perhaps the most important in all of the history of classical music. Just what he was, the output that he created that year. So we're going to dive into that with a host of musicians. We've got vocalists Carter Bray from the New York Philharmonic, members of the Dali Quartet, Anne-Marie. It's going to be phenomenal, and like you said, I think just a way to really kind of immerse yourself and dive deep, and without any boundaries, without feeling any stress about, oh, I don't know enough. You can just really learn and get yourself inside that composer's mind.
Okay. Well, that sounds great, Caitlin. And tickets are on sale now. Go to the website and stay tuned, because you'll have announcements and all sorts of little goodies popping up.
Absolutely. All kinds of free events, education and engagement events that you can check the website, bravovail.org. It's a great place to buy tickets, to donate, and lots more information to be found there.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you so much for your time. I can't wait.
Same.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live, your weekday edition. We're going to give you a look at what the weather is going to look like for your President's Day week. We have a lot of people that are out here for the entire week. Kids are out of school, and it's pretty busy. This is Monday morning, and we've got quite the line accumulating right now at the base of the Centennial Chair. But we're going to see pretty nice weather and sunny weather for your Monday. Highs heading into the low 40s. This weather mountain report brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail. And then we'll see a little bit of cloud cover the next couple of days near Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then by Friday, we should have another sunny day. Overnight lows will be anywhere from the low 20s to the upper teens. So not too bad, but just definitely bundle up if you're going to be heading out and about, going out to the restaurants or the local bars for some music. But as you can see, look at those daytime highs into the 40s. It's going to feel very spring-like at the beginning part of the week, and then we'll get a little cooler as we go towards the end of the week. But not a lot of snow in the forecast, no big storms to report, but enjoy the sunshine, and make sure you put in your sunscreen. You're going to want to. I see a lot of people with the red nose, or they get the goggle tan. Their lower part of the face is all red, and then they're white below their goggles. But yes, looks like a gorgeous day out here at the Beeve, and we're going to be open 8:30 at both mountains. Beaver Creek Main Mountain closes at 4. Arrowhead and Bachelor Gulch close at 3:30, and then over at Vail, they open at 8:30, but they close the front side of the mountain at 3:30, and the Back Bowls and Blue Sky Basin close a little bit earlier than that. So today, your Monday would be a great day to go out to Blue Sky Basin, bring a picnic, or they've got grills out there that you can enjoy. But thanks for watching Vail Valley Live. We will catch you on Friday. Bye.